Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man proudly presents another episode of You Know What It Is. This is Say What Wednesday, man. I'm your host, Leo Rockwell, for the 1-6 Scale Man YouTube channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you're always up to date as to what we got going on over here on the channel, such as videos, interviews, live streams, anything that we got going on over here. You know you're in the right place, man. So thank you for being here. Now, look, it's been kind of quiet. It's been a quiet week. We know that, over there, and it's the Chinese New Year. I think basically what we got that onslaught last week is just a couple of different things. It's because that was just the last little bit that they can get through before they shut down. They had that scheduled. Nothing else has basically come out. Knock on wood. I hope they basically stall a little bit more because, man, everybody is playing catch up right now. I know y'all getting invoices by the dozens. I know basically, it's crazy. It is crazy right now, and people are licking their wounds. But again, and it's kind of hard to find things to talk about. We got a few things we're gonna talk about tonight. It might not be a long show. I know Press Essex, you always say that shit. But like I said, it's hopefully it's not gonna be a long show today because, like I said, it's really not too much to talk about. But we got some things we will talk about in just a few moments. But again, not here by myself, man. Got X in the building. We got Prop Wiz in the building. Yeah. What's going on with y'all, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Living the dream.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like we definitely living that dream, man. We are living in a space where it's dreams and twisted dark fantasies, bro. That's basically where it's at.
Fantasies. That's the reference you want to use?
Twisted dark fantasies right now. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't use that reference in the state of the world right now.
What I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like straight up. I mean, it's kind of bad business for the kid and for your boy. So maybe I should use a different reference. But I mean, that's the heyday. That's when he wasn't a clone. So you already know. Yeah. Anyway, you know what I mean? How y'all doing, man? How you doing, Prop? You good, bro?
Yeah, man. Look, I'm a still Press X, man. Why you plant that in my mind, baby? You did that, didn't you? Living the dream, son. Living it up, man. Got my Batman today.
You got your Batman today?
Got my Batman today, man.
Which one?
The modern suit.
Oh, you got your modern suit.
Yeah. So
yeah, see, did you get the modern suit deluxe or did you get
Ooh, you know what?
Does yours come with the cowl and the stand for the cowl?
Okay. I was about to say I didn't know if it was the deluxe. Oh, I don't know if it came with a stand.
Oh no. Well, I don't know.
I looked at the slip. It got the cowl and it's got the.
You might have that one then, because like I said, I got mine through Underground and they got shafted, so we got to wait a little bit.
Wow. Right.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but it is.
I'm okay with waiting until May. I really, really am.
Is that what that's what it said, right?
Yeah.
Take
your time. I'm okay with waiting until May. That's fine. That'll give me a chance.
Ain't that where we at right now? Dude, I think I was watching your show the other day, man. Somebody looked sad. I don't know. Nobody noticed it. Somebody looked sad when they said there was a possibility of a toy drop at this point, man. Like it just taps at your wallet a little bit.
Like people aren't as excited anymore right now because it's an overflow of everything, bro. And people, like I said, they're licking their wounds right now. There was too much. When something drops or when you get a notification, it's just like, yo, people are broken. Christmas, and the thing is, I told you spare no expense, especially when you're doing it around the holiday season, man.
Right.
They were dropping shit like every week during December. You know what I mean? So it's just it is what it is, bro. Like it's a hard space to be in right now if you're collecting. You got to basically collect by choice at the moment. Like, you know what I mean? Like just you got to be pick and choose which ones you want, which figures you want to coexist in your space, because right now it is just definitely not the move. You got to kind of you got to bring it in a little bit. Be like, yo, hold on, let me chill, out, and just really think about the things that I absolutely positively want, and the things that I don't need, I could take a pass on that right now, bro. So that's just where it's at, unfortunately.
Well, I think it was Mae West who said, "Too much of a good thing can be wonderful." Of course, we know that that's not the case. Too much of a good thing is that it's too much of a good thing. Can you have too much Marvel? Can you have too much DC? Can you have too much Star Wars? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
And that is what we got last year. An absolute deluge of great stuff. As I say, banger after banger after banger. And now they're all showing up on our doorsteps along with the bills. And Yeah, it's always scary when your dreams come true. It just is.
Yo, you guys only collect 1/6 scale figures, right?
That's where I'm at right now. Is just 1/6 scale figures, bro. I don't outside of that. Yeah, nah, I'm not ready to commit to anything because I used to basically collect in all scales. But yeah, I'm not. That's just definitely not me right now anymore because 1/6 scale has gotten completely difficult in the current space right now. It's too much. It's just too much.
I think I'm right behind you, man. That's what I got to follow today.
Yeah,
today my wallet got hit up for a Spawn statue, a
1/8,
and it was not McFarlane. It's beautiful. One of the covers, Greg Capullo.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I'm not regretting it.
Yeah,
but man, it's like so. I praise you, bro. Be able to focus. I need to get there.
I gotta focus. Been in it, and you've been in this game long enough to know, like right now, yeah, prioritizing is a real thing, bro, for real. Real quick before we actually move forward, move on here, real quick, before we actually get some things out of the way, you probably have noticed that Hoberticus, hasn't been on the show here lately in a minute. And there's basically a reason why. And I discovered that reason today. Just because. But the reason is I actually caught him on Philly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So this is what Huberticus has been doing on his downtime. He's been, filling in the slot. He's been supplying his voice to characters, his image and stuff like that. So, it's limited time. But yes, Huberticus has made it on Philly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So yeah, just right here. Shout out to Huberticus for making the moves, bro. Straight up. They took your lightness, they got it all the way down to a T. Straight up, bro. They ain't got no bong next to him, but definitely, bro, this Huberticus here, as he is all day. Shout out to your boy. Now before we actually dip in here real quick, I do got to give a shout out to where we get these pieces, these figures, and everything from, man. As we always do, starting off with my guy Ray over there at Underground Figures. Now, again, if you don't know him, now you know him. Ray over there at Underground will make sure that you have everything that you need. No NRD, shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter as always, so you're up to date as to when your figure or any figure arrives, or if there's any updates on releases. He'll definitely keep you on it now. Create yourself an account because he always has updates as if when he's going to be doing free shipping and whatnot. So you always want to be in the presence of stuff like that when it could and should happen. So definitely want to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. Also, Taylor 2 Rays, got to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Hogwarts Toys. Always got the latest and greatest. You not only get a nice little care package with your figure stickers, comic books. He has it smelling good, as you already see. He's advertising Cool Water right now. So everybody, you might get a box that smells like Cool Water. Just know it came from Ray. But definitely a shout out to him and this piece of pillar in such a community. Make sure that we have everything that we need to proceed. Also got to give a shout out to my man, Watch Your Sixth over there at Comic Relief, Comic Collectibles. If you are definitely looking for your figure of choice, or if you're looking for comics, you definitely want to hit him up and he'll take care of you. Make sure that you have everything that you need in that space as well. Always making sure that we are all taken care of, as he always does. Also, last but not least, got to give a super duper shout out to my man Brian Wong over there at Macho Case, Macho Space. If you're looking for an incredible display, I have the mono, but if you're looking for your display of choice, hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you. Tell him I sent you over there, and he'll definitely get you hooked up. So, all right, on that note, let me say what's up to the chat. Anybody we actually got in here? We got my man Ghetto Yo in the building. What's going on with you, brother? So glad to have you here with us. We got Striker 47 in the building. Thank you for being here. We got Ash Chase in the building. Thank you for being here. He said, I thought he looked familiar. Yeah, bro. You know that was him. We got my man Malika Mabay, WRNR, Real Negro Radio. Thank you for being here, brother, as always. Who else? We got Renz Talentino's in the building. Justin McFly's in the building. What's going on with you, brethren? So glad to basically see here. Last year still bleeding into this year, and this year is stacking on the top. We've entered the choose wisely era. Yep, hell yeah, bro. Preston Hopkins in the building, man. Thank you for being here, bro. I'm trying to be like second brother, all paid off. Yeah, we all are, bro. We all are. Dirk Diggler stunt doubles in the damn, bro. Here you go. Back again. He's changing them photos. Him and Pedro. We got Del Guido in the building. Thank you for being here, brothers. Always. L Walker's here with us. Who else we got? Del A. We got 12-inch Moose Dreamers in the building with us. Who else we got in here? We got Clinton Martin is in here. We got Polo Ralph Lauren in the building. 007 predictions. We're gonna talk about that, bro, because it just depends. It really, really, really depends. Directus Maximus in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here with us. Wills 305 is in the building. We got let me see who else we got. Doc and Ada, the Booty King, is in the building. What's going on with you, brethren? We got Kyle Hagel's in the building. We got Pedro Lopez. What's going on with you, brother? Chuck G is here with us. Rivals in the building. What's going on with you? What's up? What's going on with you, brother? Who else have we got in the building with us? I think we cut it. Everybody. Charlie the Unicorn is in the building. Thank you for being here, brother. As always. And Lyrics to the Soul is in here. Dark Knight Archives is in the building. Thank you for being here, brother. And my man, Roach with a Jacket is in the building. What's going on with you, brother? As always. And my man, Thalia Mike, aka King Charles, in the building. And Thomas Houston is in the building. Thank you for being here, as always, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. So got some things to talk about. Label, why you not at the Knicks game? I guess Knicks games supposed to be doing whatever. Yo, thank you for being here, man. What's going on? What up? What up? So glad to have you here, bro. So, yeah, man, let's talk some things. We gonna talk about some things. So, like I said, bro, I want to bring this up because it's worth talking about, and I want to use this as a reference point. Because as you know, and as you know, anybody out there knows right now, Captain America, Brave New World hits the screen. Is actually, you just see some people got some early screeners in different locations. They've been talking about this movie pretty much everywhere. And there's been some mixed reviews, bro. But I kind of take offense to that. And it's a sensitive space, man. And I'm sorry. I guess because I'm impartial. But at the same time, it's just like this man's first movie. That's what I need y'all to realize. And everybody out there needs to realize that. Captain America First Avenger didn't make $1 billion at all. It didn't. Captain America Winter Soldier didn't make $1 billion. Just got to put that out there, right? The Civil War probably came the closest to it if it actually achieved it. I'm not really sure. But out of the first two films didn't. And Captain America, First Avenger was also received with a level of lukewarm intent, or not even lukewarm intent, but it was given a pass. It was given grace. People enjoyed it. Why is it that, bro? And I don't like to pull the race card, but I got to call a spade a spade. Why is it that any film nowadays that centers around either ethnicity, when it's a black man, black woman, or a woman in general, why is it always slated to fail or set up to fail? Because people can't really lean into the simple fact that, again, bro, we're living in a space of inclusion. And on top of that, source material was out there. You know what I mean? Sam Wilson is Cap. Sam Wilson was anointed Cap by Steve Rogers himself. But yet we can't get past this. And we always hear that, well, that's not my Cap situation. To the point where there was even a comic book out there, that's not my Captain America. That dropped. You know what I mean? So they were already ahead of the curve on that. But why is it like I'm just hearing like some people say that the movie's, good and they like it pretty good. They're enjoying it. But then we hear like, Rotten Tomato scores and people already trying to post that shit up to set it up to fail, bro. Like, why?
Ooh, I mean, let's face it, we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice things. There's a certain group of individuals out there on the internet, and the internet being what it is, that they automatically see female or they automatically see any ethnicity that's perhaps not their own. And they think, okay, this is clearly done to check a box. This is clearly done for the sake of diversity and not for the sake of storytelling. And to be fair, some decisions that have been made by certain companies, certain studios in Hollywood did just that. Yeah. Where the story wasn't solid, but they managed to diversify their cast. So now people come to expect that in anything that is either led by a female or led by a person of color, they automatically assume, oh, this is just done for diversity's sake.
To check that box, yeah.
When in reality, if you actually go back and look at source material, or you actually go back and, it's mainly source material, you would see, oh no, this is actually the actual story. So again, read a book.
Yeah.
Because if you actually went and if you knew your history of these things, then we wouldn't be so quick to say those things. But let's face it, everything these days is a soundbite, or like a 5-second this or that, just enough to hold our attention. And then we move on to tearing down the next thing, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's DC, whether it's Marvel, any fandom, you're going to have that group of individuals that are just so they're looking forward to being disappointed. And they're going to revel in being disappointed because their expectations are so high, and they know that deep down, I believe they know that, well, this is what I want, but you're probably not going to give me what I want. Well, guess what? The world doesn't revolve around me and what I want. If it did, things would be real boring. Every Star Wars film would be the same. We would never have anything new. And that's the thing. It's hard to do something new because you have to take a chance on it. I mean, look at the new Superman, where people are already just, again, looking for every little
opportunity.
Flaw.
Yeah.
And I also blame the internet to a degree. YouTube, for instance, we have critiques of things that will tear down every scene by scene of a trailer, and will speculate as to what it means. Truth be told, we don't know what it means until we actually see the film. But we love to speculate. We love to theorize. But then that leads into perhaps conspiracy theory territory. But that's where we live, where we're constantly in that fandom. We're constantly in the sphere of that fandom. And it allows us to have endless debate about it. And so some people will just never be, they'll never be willing to try anything new. They'll never be willing to, even if the source material bears out what you're seeing on screen, they're going to be against it from the get-go because it's not what I want. Why aren't you giving me more of what I want?
That's the thing, more of what I want. Right? Isn't that so? That's what it's always about, more of what I want instead of more with, something that mainly supports the material, something that's entertaining. We're so prone. And here's the thing, bro, and I say this from a fan standpoint, and those who are fans, I always try to be as subjective as possible. So playing devil's advocate, I think sometimes Marvel does, they have demonstrated with these last couple of years that they placed themselves and they went down this rabbit hole of material just to put it out there without making it as cohesive as we know they could. Even if you want to basically make a self-contained film, the self-contained film has to be good and it has to be a draw. And we know, Thor: Love and Thunder, that things like that never really happen. You know what I mean? We know that takes place. We know that people had mixed feelings about certain films. It happens, bro. And right now they're basically playing catch up, and not catch up, but just fix it. So in the defense, I understand that, but we can't be so reactionary every time they drop a film, bro. Every time we drop it, we can't expect it to actually, or expect to have the same. If you go into it saying that I'm going to have the same experience that I had that last film, you're already setting yourself up for failure, bro. And that's the terrible part. And this is where we live right now. It's this is a bag of bullshit right now, bro. I hate the space that we live in when it comes to entertainment. But Prop, what's your take on this?
Nah, man. Combination of what both of you guys are saying, man. First of all, it's our culture. I don't think we've ever seen it being toxic. You know what I'm saying? One thing I think I mentioned last week, we didn't have a lot of it either. So Acolyte dropping. Dude, I just remember a time we didn't have no Star Wars. It was like 20
bro.
Years. We didn't have no Star Wars.
Nothing.
Bro, and one, there are some stories that are bad. Like even there's things that I enjoy that I can recognize. The writing on this isn't as well as that.
Yeah.
There's some Marvel movies I wasn't in love with, but for the most part, man, I think they're delivering. And as far as the diversity thing, you're right. There's check boxes. I would relate it to affirmative action, kind of, right? That was a law that had to tell people how to basically be diverse, how to hire people, how not to discriminate or whatever.
Yeah.
You think about movies for years. There's been white. I'm not gonna pick on white people. Sorry, white folks out there. I'm not picking on you. But there was white actors that were able to make bad movies, or directors that were able to make bad movies. And you know what would happen? They would have the opportunity to make another movie. You know what I'm saying? Until they got better. Mm-hmm. Dude, for people of our culture, man, we didn't have that experience. You know what I'm saying? We weren't even given the opportunity to make mistakes. Yeah. So when it comes to checking a box, man, if that's the only way we can get in and kind of show them what we got to do, we got to take that. Now, with that being said, we got tons. Was it Lovecraft? What was
Lovecraft Country, bro? You already know, bro. That show was incredible on HBO. We just binged it again last week.
Right, man. Yeah. I gotta revisit it, man. You know what I'm saying? So we've got works of art. Atlanta. Jeez, bro. I don't know if y'all seen Atlanta, man. Atlanta, I love Atlanta, bro. The greatest show, right?
It's the funniest shit I've ever seen, bro. But it's funny, but also mixed in with really, really highly historical cultural references.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And balanced sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean? You had episodes that. So anyway, so you got these creators out there, man. So it's kind of weird to me that people are still thinking that boxes being checked when we got Acolyte had a female director representing. We've got black directors out there. We've got, I forgot what my homie named that does one of the Mandalorian episodes. In fact, Mandalorian is, which people love, I'm assuming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Extremely diverse.
Yeah.
Set of directors.
Yeah.
Actors in front of and behind the camera.
Purposely done that way.
So it's working, yo. Yeah. So the last thing I'll say on it is just the weaponization of it.
Yeah.
That's the part we're missing. So we talking about it, but you got to remember there's a group of people that weaponize that. Like you say, this, man, I've seen whole YouTube. One of the reasons I love being on this show is because there's shows that are completely dedicated. Like you said, not just going through it, but there's shows that's dedicated to hate a show that they deem as woke, or just because it's Disney, or just because it's Star Wars, or whatever the case is, man. So you got a lot of weaponization going on too, man. So I'm gonna just do my part of support.
Deliberate weaponization, bro. It's to the point where it's extremely deliberate at this point,
right? And it's not hypothetical, right? It's weird. It's working. Except somebody in the chat said Wicked.
Yeah,
it doesn't work all the time. You got these kind of there's glimmers of hope out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, Wicked was a solid film.
Like, it was a solid ass film, bro.
I loved
it. I love Wicked, bro. I love that movie, bro. And
it's hard to tear down something. Right. Yeah, it's hard to tear it down if they got it right. But if they mess up, then they're going to point. They're going to be people that point their finger at the screen and see, I told you so.
Yeah.
And they're going to point to either the director or the cast, specific cast members, and go, see, I told you so. But in reality, good writing is good writing. Good filmmaking is good filmmaking. Mm-hmm. If it's not good writing, if it's not good storytelling, then it's not good storytelling. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's any one element that necessarily brought it down, and there's not one scapegoat for the director is ultimately responsible for the end product. Mm-hmm. And some directors make bad films. They don't set out to make bad films. They just sometimes films just don't hit. Yeah. And that's been the case throughout all of cinema, is that some films hit in the right moment at the right time with the right cast, the right story, and they become cultural phenomenons, or they are just really, really great for their time.
Right.
And then some, they become great later on, like they become, cult classics, and all of a sudden it takes people a while to come around to them. The timing was just wrong. So it's not to say that maybe these films are even necessarily bad. They're just not right right now.
You know what you speak of? You speak of Yoda. That's a geek joke. But magic, though. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the reason why a remake may not work. May or may not work. Because we had remake of Thing right? People don't realize that Thing was a remake.
Yeah.
The second one was, but there's that time, Ghostbusters. There's certain movies, there's a certain magic. Because you'll go back and some movies might not even be that great. If you were to break it down by today's standard,
yeah,
Beetlejuice might not even be that great.
Yeah.
Don't nobody hate me. I love Beetlejuice. But I'm just saying, if you was to break it down, how it's written, how the acts are, but there was a magic, like you said, the magic of that time.
There was a formula.
It was a formula that just worked in that moment. You know what I'm saying?
You'd never seen anything like it when it came to Beetlejuice. You had never seen anything like it on screen.
That's it. So,
and but here's the thing. And before I kind of get into this though, because you hit on something and I want to touch on in just a second. But before we do, I got to bring the one and only old school pimp. Yo, pimp. When I say pimp, pimping ain't pimping unless this pimp is pimping, and he been pimping since pimp had the P word pimp that made pimp and had two P's. It didn't have two P's before. He's one who said, yo, we need two P's in that word. Before we got the P's, it was just M. That's all it was, bro. But he brought the two P's and then we got pimp. I'm talking about the only one and only Uncle Keith, man. What's going on with you, brother?
Nothing, man. Oh man, don't be putting out my business.
What's going on?
Running through the streets of Cleveland, Ohio, through the 1970s. What a time! What a time!
What a time! How you doing, man? How you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. I feel fine. You know, everything is going okay. You know, ready to in a month and a half. Yeah. To make that run to Tokyo and get up to sights and sounds and get it going, man.
Word, bro. Word. I know that's gonna be exciting, bro. You already know. What we talking about today, man? So I'm gonna bring this to you in just a second, but he brought something up, magic. The magic and the formula of these films and films that we've seen in the past. And this is all linking it to like nostalgia because we're talking about Captain America, Winter Soldier. I mean, Captain America, Brave New World right now. And how basically there's been some mixed reviews. Overall, people are saying it's good, but you got a couple haters out there. And it just seems like people are they want this to fail because you don't have a blue-eyed, blonde-haired white dude running around with a shield. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. It's nothing against that because I love Steve Rogers just like everybody else. And he stood for something. Also, keep this in mind. Everybody out there hating, saying, yo, Steve Rogers this man or Sam Wilson ain't standing for the morals of America. He's not American. Neither did Steve Rogers, Captain America. Be quite honest, he didn't. And the source material was there. He stood for the idea. He stood for an idea that America at that time hadn't fulfilled. But he was the embodiment, and both are the embodiment of what America could be. So that's what it's about. So I want to get back to formula real quick in magic because sometimes I think people get stuck with magic. And what I mean by that is if there was a formula for it, like for instance, I'll give you an example. And I think the strongest example is New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Revenge of the Jedi, Return of the Jedi. All classic films, OT films. The formula was there. The magic was there for all those films. So when they announced that there were films that were coming after, when George Lucas decided that he wanted to go back and do the prequels, it was met with excitement in the very beginning, but because people didn't get at that time the same feel that they got from the OT, they tore it down. Fast forward, now we got Force Awakens, we got The Last Jedi, we got Rise of Skywalker. Those particular films. Now, again, lukewarm, reception because there was some questionable, Force Awakens. It opened the door for possibilities. It was a great film to me. I enjoyed it. I love that interpretation. But again, there were some questionable choices with, The Last Jedi and, Rise of Skywalker. I don't know what the hell they thought they were doing, but they did what they, whatever. But here's the thing, though. I think a lot of it, even still, yes, those last two films were questionable and they weren't as good. But I think also still what the contributing factor with that is also that people get stuck in the magic and what came before, that anything that comes afterwards, they don't accept because it's not meeting the expectations of what came before. But just like anything, just like your favorite artist or your favorite musician or anybody out there, they have to evolve. They can't stay stuck in the same space because everything else is going to pass them by. So there's a way to basically evolve. The stories have to evolve. We get new characters all the time. The universe is expanding. So we got to accept in that space as well. We can't always get stuck in the shit that came before. And the stuff that came before, even though it was great, it was good, it was representation for its time. Everything evolves. Technology evolves. Filmmaking is evolved. The camera lenses that they use now evolved. We move from reel to reel and everything that we had back then to digital. All this stuff is evolving, is changing, but people aren't accepting that change, but because they're stuck in with, like, how many times do we say, look, bro, I went back and watched the film that came out years ago that I thought was good, but I'm like, damn,
bro,
it wasn't really that great,
bro. And that's all part of the magic, man, because you got to differentiate.
Yeah,
you're using two terms, right? Formula and magic ain't the same thing.
Yeah.
In fact, I use magic because what they're doing is they'll use the formula, right? Mm-hmm. And think we can create the magic, but the magic, again, as X pointed out, is timing. That's one thing you can't recreate. What's going on in the world? What made this thing special at that time? But it's crazy, man, that you bring up The Force Awakens. Though all three of those last movies, actually, you go through everything because you got J.J. Abrams who tried to completely recapture us with nostalgia, almost with formula.
Yeah,
right. Very formulatic to the first Star Wars.
The first to New Hope. Well, I'll say Star Wars before they named it
right,
New Hope.
Right, right. Then you got the second. What's my boy that did Knives Out? Sorry, I forgot his name.
Ryan
Johnson. Right.
Yeah.
He did something different. And look at his movies. Yeah. That's the dude that hungers to push it. He pushed it. They didn't like it.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams tried to go back and double down. You know what I mean? So you can there's a case study even in those last three movies on. Now, I don't know if the lesson tells us what to do, but it tells us you can't just get away with just repeating that formula without that magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, Uncle Kevin, I want to ask you, bro, because he hit on the point as well. Like, we have some great directors. We have directors. I mean, great. Say what you will about Ryan Johnson, but Brick,
brilliant,
Knives Out, those fucking films, Glass Onion, bro. Those fucking films are incredible. He does create beautiful bodies of work. He took a chance with The Last Jedi because it was his interpretation of what he thought it should be. He took it in a totally different direction, and we didn't accept. So basically, when that movie came out and people didn't like it, then they trashed him as a director and said he's garbage. He should never. But that's just the way it is. Like, a great director will come into a franchise and give his interpretation or her interpretation. Regardless, whatever they do is based off of their own artistic vision at that point. But because we're so attached to these IPs and we love it, we don't accept it half the time.
I hear what you're saying, but for me, I am a film. I just love watching anything in the movies. I mean, I'm a TCM person. I love TCM.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sitting there watching, Metropolis.
Yeah.
From 1927 in, a silent movie. That's how much I love movies and film.
Yeah.
Now, I can separate what's going on now for what was going on then. Back then, I appreciated the physical special effects, the physical, everything that was going on.
Yeah.
I can sit and watch an Alfred Hitchcock movie. I can sit and watch Notorious. I can sit and watch The Postman Rings Twice with John Garfield and Lana Turner. Not the one with what was her name? Jessica, the modern one. See, a lot of people don't understand. Most of these movies that you're looking at now have already been made.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is go back and look for them. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people do not appreciate black and white. A lot of people don't want to see black and white. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of those movies were made with 1 and 2 directors, not just one director.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lawrence of Arabia, one of my favorite movies. Obviously, it was not just about Lawrence. It was a political movie. It was about British colonialism in Saudi Arabia at the time. but I love the movie because the acting, the cinematography, a Todd AO 70 millimeter. Come on, man,
beautiful, man. Yeah,
beautiful. I went to the movies to see it.
Yeah.
I didn't, I've seen it on TV, but they were showing it up at the Egyptian Theater in up in Hollywood, and I went up there and watched it on a big NX70. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So people don't understand. You need to appreciate things that people are making now because it's a different time. These people have a lot of CGI, VFX effects and everything helping them out. Back in those days, they didn't have that kind of thing.
They didn't have that at all,
they didn't
bro.
have any of this.
They relied on a well-written story.
There you go. That's where I was headed. That's where I was headed. A well-written by great storytellers who were, some of them, did a little ghost writing. Other people were doing a lot of stuff. Different studios, they had their writers pool. You know this. They had their writers pool.
Yeah.
No, they didn't get story. They went out, bought a book, adapted it to where they wanted it, and made a movie. That's how they did it.
Exactly.
And now you have, everybody's out for, it's just one guy writing for this, that, and the other. He's not connected to a studio, writing things. So what I'm saying is, I know people don't like the last three movies, the last three Star Wars movies. I know people like, man, they were horrible, blah, 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 blah. But I look at them for what they were.
Yeah, for what they were in that time.
He tried to show a different, a different view of what was going on in the Star Wars universe. A lot of people didn't like what he did. I did. To see Luke and Leia training.
Yeah.
I wish we could have saw another 15, 20 minutes of that.
Another montage of that, would have been dope.
Yes.
And now with deepfake and what they can actually do right now, and there's ways to do it. There's ways where AI could be good. So AI could be good as long as it's productive and it's not something that's taken away. There's certain things can be done well and used for good. And again, we know that now with deepfake and enhancements, with how Luke looked in Book of Boba Fett.
Yes.
You know what I mean? How he looked in that was incredible. I thought it was him. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's again, bro, different times. Now, again, we know that a lot of directors, a lot of writers get lazy.
Really?
Because the thing is, keep in mind, a director can only direct what's been given and what's been written. And obviously what's been written has been approved. So I think there's been some lazy writing and stuff like that. But we can't. What are we gonna say?
We can't discount, particularly with our movies, because you're right when you're talking about the average movie. But unfortunately, the things that we're fans of, that they're making these figures of, these tentpole movies, right? Is that the term? Tentpole?
Yeah. Tentpole.
That's different, man. So, because even with them Star Wars movies, I can still kind of see where Disney or somebody bigger than kind of the tentpole. They start making those movies. Like James Gunn is talking about Superman now, right? His biggest thing is scripts got to be done before I even announce Green Lantern, before we announce Batman. So, he's coming from Marvel when they started movies before the script was even done.
Yeah.
So I guess that still maybe lays on the writer, but that to me, that's more than the writer. You know what I'm saying? It's a different kind of pressure, similar to the thing with the Spider-Man and the visual effects artists. You know what I mean? It's something. This is pressure that the studios are putting on. That's kind of.
It is. It's pressure that the studios are putting on. But my thing is, it's there's a timetable with all this because basically what they're trying to do is meet release dates, scheduled release dates. They don't want to push the film and stuff like that. And again, certain studios, whoever was actually head of those studios at that time, was just trying to make a buck for what it was. Sony. So what I mean, you know what I mean?
Ciela, what's happening with studios is that we're gonna make that big blockbuster, all right? But we'll make these small little films that may or may not make money, but we'll make that blockbuster because we know we can make up for it. Some of those little movies hit, some of them don't, and that's what's going on in studios now. I'm gonna bring up a studio that if you look at their body of work, and the person that was running the place. He did some bad crap and he's in jail for it. But Miramax, If you look at the Miramax's track record, man, they made some great movies, man.
Yeah.
And it was movies that you would not see from the big studios. You know, they never would have made those movies.
Right.
You know,
And that's a really good point in that they took risks. A24 takes risks.
Yes.
And what we're seeing now, for instance, we're talking about Star Wars. Star Wars came out almost 50 years ago.
yes.
So not only are we hypercritical of it because we love it, but we're also hypercritical of it because we're practically experts at Star Wars, and that we've had 50 years to live with Star Wars. We know every corner of Star Wars, and so we can point to the screen and go, that's not how the Force works.
Exactly.
And it's not like we don't know how the Force works. Actually, no, that's not how the Force works in terms of what's currently been established. This year, 32 years later, we're getting another Jurassic Park movie. I'm sorry. I'm kind of an expert in Jurassic Park. I love Jurassic Park, but how long before you run something into the grounds trying to capture the same feeling again and again and again and again? Like, when have you wrung it dry and there's nothing left, there's nothing left in terms of story, there's nothing left in terms of energy, there's nothing left in terms of the magic. Magic's gone. Now it's just
it's gone a long time. It was
but like, again, here's the thing, bro. Like, we as fans though also have to be willing to admit when something is good.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and we have to basically champion those films. We have to champion those films when they do a good job, when they're basically performing excellent at a level that really, really satisfies not only your anticipation, but have exceeded your expectation. You know what I mean? So we need to do that. And I don't think that's done enough, because it's easy. It's easy to point out something is wrong, but for some reason it's hard to say when it's good. Because again, and I will say it, and I've been saying it, especially online. It's online with a lot of content creators. They're trying to reach that level to whereas the algorithm will always plug them. So it's basically dollars and cents. On top of that, it's more about notoriety, how many clicks you get, how many subs you get off of just talking shit about something that you really do like. You just don't want to tell me that you like it, motherfucker. You know what I mean? So that's the crazy part, bro. I see a lot of that going on. And that's why I brought this up, because I wanted to bring this picture up of a figure that I highly anticipate. I can't wait to see the fucking movie tomorrow, bro. And one thing that I've heard, one critique that I heard, and I haven't seen the movie yet, but one critique that I heard from somebody was like, it felt like I was watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I'm like, bet. That means it is cohesively flowing with that storyline.
Exactly. Okay.
Because the thing is, if it looks all right, put it this way: we got Sam Wilson and Bucky, Disney Plus, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Right now, you just have a bigger budget, but if it's cohesive as far as the characters that we got from there, because we know that we're getting Sam, we're getting Joaquin. You know what I mean? We know we're basically expanding on the Patriot story. So again, there's a lot that's going on with the storyline that flows into this particular film. So to say that, I don't like it because it's flowing in, or not that I don't like it, but it just felt like I was watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What the fuck was bad? What was wrong with that? Because the Isaiah Bradley storyline was dope as fuck. And I want to see more of that, bro. I want them to bring that in there, because it means you have a story that you're expanding on, could potentially close it off. It might end. If you're signing people, they were talking about it felt like more like they were tying up or sewing up all everything that happened with the Incredible Hulk. Okay, good. That means that you are basically bringing these elements in because you want to sew those stories up, and I'm all with that as long as it suits the story and it tells the story, bro. And
move the story to the next level.
If you're complaining about that, then you should have been complaining also about Civil War, because Civil War was about who? It was about Bucky. It was about T'Challa. It was about the new members of the damn team. It was hardly about Cap, bro. Yes, it was about Cap's relationship with Bucky, But all of that was about the Sokovian what was it? The Sokovian Accords. Where basically, again, they wanted everybody to be registered. It was about those things. A lot of that wasn't just about Captain America, bro. It was about other things that they were trying to. So don't basically discredit this film because they're using this as a tempo or vehicle to tie up other things, bro. Right. I hate and again, this is why when people get those press screenings, bro, and I try not to listen to the motherfuckers, bro, because I'm like, you know what? I already know what I want to see, and I know I'm going to enjoy it. But like, you got to know what you're feeding the motherfuckers, man.
But Leah, what they're doing is these people that go to these things, they're not fans. They're there for a job. They're doing a job, and they don't understand, and they don't try to look into what the movie is supposed to be about. Is what they think it. They want people. They think what people want to hear is the negative side. Oh, this is bad. I don't like this. Why are they doing that? They don't understand that people like us who love this stuff, we're not going to deal with all of that. I haven't heard anything bad about it because I'm not trying to listen. I'm not trying to find it and don't care. Yeah, I'm going to see it.
I'm going to see it, bro, and that's all about. Yeah. I'm going to see it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to sit down with my girl, my boys, and have popcorn. Yes. We're going to watch this damn film. Yes. And we're going to definitely enjoy it, bro. And that's what it's all about. That's what I'm looking for, bro.
It's Black History Month, man.
158. So it's going to must be some serious fast action going on in this movie if it's 1 hour and 58 minutes.
But I even heard some people say it doesn't even feel like it. It felt longer.
Did it? Okay.
Some people say that it did. Good. But here's the thing. Even there was critiques over that. Like, why is this show short? Oh, this is going to be.
Here we go.
Motherfucker, like, are you sick, man? This is what I'm saying. And this is why I brought this up earlier, bro. And people will deny it. I don't give a fuck because it's Black History Month. And I told people I'm going to be black as fuck. I'm going to be ultra black. I'm going to be crispy black. I'm going to be so black that if I was in night school, you would mark me absent because you couldn't see my black ass, bro. That's how black, straight up. That's how crispy black I'm going to be the whole month. And I'm going to point out shit when I don't fucking like it. And I'm just simply saying that, bro. When there's a man or a woman of color, if there's a female in a fucking film, it is already slated to fail because people have a fucking problem with inclusion. They don't want to admit that shit, but it's the truth. Because I heard one motherfucker talk shit about it, but then in the same breath say, "Oh yeah, I cannot wait to the Thunderbolts. That's just gonna be fucking dope." How do you know?
Yo,
shit yet?
Yeah. That's what I'm hearing, man. I'm hearing that
on shit yet, bro. You haven't seen it. You don't know how that fucking storyline is going to be, but you're judging it based off the trailers. But you don't want to give this shit credit. You want to talk shit, motherfuckers, just because there were so many reshoots. Every fucking film, even television shows, have reshoots, bro.
Leia, hey, let me say this though, because there's a couple of things that Unc pointed on too about the critiques, the negative critiques, and it being their job. And Leo, you dude, the normal movie watcher are becoming film critics as well. Like you're hearing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like either you enjoy it or you don't. Like I'm talking to normal people that's telling me about the script or telling me about the length. You were talking about the length of the film. Like, what is that? Like, did you enjoy it? Did you have a ball? Because some of these movies, not every movie is meant to be deep. Not every movie is supposed to be Civil War. Not every movie is supposed to be Endgame. There's plenty of Marvel movies that was just fun movies. Now, the system, the studios ruins it a little bit because now they're making these movies where they got to make $1 billion, right? You done spent $400 million on this. $600 million should be enough. $700 million should be enough. They're setting this standard. So we got that going on too, where if it doesn't reach that $1 billion bar, that is whack. But again, these are normal people talking about things that, did you enjoy the movie or not? Was it fun?
Movies should not have to cost that much. Bro. That's the thing. Movies should not. The fact that they did Godzilla -1 for what, $15 million?
Right.
Have you seen Godzilla -1?
Oh, dude, it's a masterpiece, man.
It's like $150 million movie. Is what it looks like. They made it for $15 million.
But X, it don't. But not to push back on that at all. But these movies are doubling what it costs, and I understand there's production, promotional costs and stuff like that. But even when they're spending a lot of money, some of these movies that are quote unquote flopping are making $500-600 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So really what's happening is the studio's not satisfied with that, because we're investing the as an investor, and I get it. If I'm gonna put 200 million in this movie, I want to make what that Wonder Woman movie made.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Which is $1 billion. So that's what's going on now. It's kind of ruining it a little bit too. But I'm not mad at them for putting money into it, man. If it's making money, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the whole idea of like a sure bet. It's like, oh, it's a sure bet. It's going to be another Marvel movie. They'll just go see it.
Right.
Because they saw the last ones and they saw the one before that and the one before that. We've trained them to go see these movies. They're going to go see it. But what happens if they don't go to see it? What happens if it's not as good as it should have been? What if the story did fall flat?
Right.
And people are like, you have to do better. We're going to hold you to a different standard. While you're doing that, while you're fixing shop, I'm going to go watch the Barbie movie. And that movie's going to make $1 billion. Because that was an original, film that took people by surprise. And oh crap! Okay, the Barbie movie made $1 billion. Meanwhile, Quantum Mania just kind of did what I don't know how much did Quantum Mania make? Did that movie also make?
Nah, it didn't do what
it didn't make $1 billion. I think it basically made close to like 800 million or something like that, close to it, but it didn't make $1 billion.
But if that's considered a failure, then
but that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, how was that considered a failure just because it didn't make $1 billion, bro? Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Neither
it made $476 million.
So it was on the low. It was on the low end, but
it's still for what the fucking film was, bro. It still made money.
Ant-Man movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? And dude, people's expectation for these films, I think that's what's ruined it too. Especially again, we using Marvel. Marvel has so many different movies. Like Ant-Man was different than and in fact, you brought up Captain America: First Avengers. I don't remember that was the same director as The Rocketeer. It almost you could tell it's the same director.
Yeah.
It had the Rocketeer.
It had the same feel as The Rocketeer. So really that wasn't at the time. You know what I mean? The audience was really I don't know if Captain America made that much money compared to some of them other movies. You know what I'm saying? But you had those
not Captain America, the
First Avenger, right?
Nah,
which was fine. I know it made money. Those movies are bridges, and I think at least for me, my expectation for an Avengers movie, like Civil War, like you said, Civil War is probably the one that made. But let's be real, dudes. Civil War had Spider-Man. That was an Avengers movie, period. So that was more event. All them other movies were just bridges, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's my expectation for this, yo. This ain't got to be Avengers Endgame. I just want a good Captain America movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And dude, the actors, Anthony Mackie seems proud of it. I did see some of the reviews, even the negative reviews. To me, there was a couple of haters, but most of the negative reviews didn't even sound that bad.
No, they didn't sound as bad as whatever, but that's one of the reasons why I ain't watch fucking. Anyway, I ain't gonna say who I didn't watch. I don't want to put that out there.
Man.
Yeah, I ain't watching today because I knew if I'd have watched that show, he would have pissed me the fuck off today, man.
The hell with them people, man.
He would have pissed me off if I'd have watched it, bro. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. So anyway, all of the moral of this particular story is like, it's again, go see the fucking film for yourself, man. Go watch it for yourself. Don't basically depend on like self-proclaimed critics who are just content creator reviewers on here that never went to film school. You know, they basically just have their own interpretation of shit like that, bro. Don't, you know what I mean? Just see it for yourself and judge it for yourself. You might get a totally different experience, you know, plain and simple, man. But again, like I told you, bro, I'm ultra black, so I'm defending everything, and I'm just gonna call it out. I see it, and if I see some bullshit, if I see bullshit, I'm gonna call it out. And like I told y'all, tomorrow you're not gonna like we in this bitch because I'm calling out a lot of shit on that video, and I don't give a fuck because it needs to happen, bro. I'm tired of hearing, oh, we're not doing it just because, or we're not doing this and that, or releasing 80,000 different variations of the same damn figure, but they're not showing love to ethnic characters out there that might need to, bro. And don't tell me it's this likeness rights type of situation, because if you want it, you're gonna go get it and you're gonna spend the money on it. So don't give me that bullshit, bro.
That is correct.
Don't give me that bullshit. I'm not trying to hear that bullshit no more. If you ain't making it, it's because you don't want to make it, And it basically, if you do make it, it's because you feel as though there's an obligation because the movie might have made the certain amount of money that you can capitalize on.
Yep.
And I'm gonna call a lot of fucking
Yep.
companies out because they
Yep.
did that shit
Yep.
when Chadwick Boseman died. That Black Panther figure
Yeah.
shot up in price.
Sure
And
did.
y'all did that shit and you capitalized off of the
Yep.
simple fact that the man died and didn't think motherfuckers was gonna see that shit.
Yep.
A lot of motherfuckers did that shit, but it is what it is. All I'm saying is, bro, go see the movie for what it is. It is the world that we live in right now is different. It is full of so many different characters. Diversity is a damn thing. I don't give a fuck about what's going on right now in politics. I don't even want to bring that in there. But diversity is a real thing. We are a mixed world. We are a world full of so many different characteristics, so many different, and it is what it is. And we try to bring our stories to life. We try to tell the stories that actually represent who we are.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that would go the same for everybody else. So I just felt compelled to talk about that shit. And it ain't me. This is reality, bro. It is reality, bro. It is some reality shit. I feel some type of fucking way about it. I just want to kind of put that shit out there. Anyway, moving on. I want to talk about this real quick, man, because this shit right here, I'm so fucking excited about right here. It is Virtual Toys giving us what they call it the Revenge of the Samurai, but if I know it personally as Blue Eye Samurai, and I've been waiting for this thing. I've been waiting for somebody to put this up. It is so incredible. And right now, I'm gonna put a challenge out to Renz Talentino. I'm putting a challenge out there to Renz Talentino. Because if they did a live action Blue Eye Samurai Renz, if they did a live action Blue Eye Samurai Renz, there's one actress who I think could play this character and would kill it. But I want you to take a guess and I want you to figure it out. And if you basically figure it out, I'm not going to tell you, Renz. You have to go through a list of them and say, is it this person? Is it that person? Is it that person? And once you land on it, I'm going to be like, yep, that's what I'm talking about. But this right here, bro, I have been so excited about to have in the collection, man. I am so excited about this. And again, something else that ain't going to be for everybody. But man, it is for me, bro. It is me. It is me. It is me all day. It is me. And I'm so excited about it. He said, I'm not going to sleep. I'll make you sleep. He going to bug me, bro. But I mean, it is what it is. This is here. You already know, bro. This right here, bro, is incredible. I am so excited about it. Here's the thing. If a lot of you motherfucking license companies aren't going to pick this up, somebody will. Somebody will. I told you, bro. It is a magnificent show. It is a magnificent show. I love this show so fucking much. Has anybody else seen this show? Have y'all seen it?
Yeah, bro.
My daughter goes, Dad, you need to watch Blue Eye Samurai.
How old is your daughter?
She's 30.
Okay.
4.
I had to do the check, yo.
She's 34.
This show is next level.
And I said, okay, I'll put it on my list because I hate to say this, y'all, but I don't know why, but I got hooked on Law and Order, and I started watching it. I started watching it from the first season, dude. And I've been binging it every day. I watch like 3 or 4. I mean, I watch it from the actual beginning. Yeah, I'm watching it. So that's what's going on. But I'm going to try to watch Blue Eye Samurai, and I do like Arcane, Leo. I do like it.
Arcane is next level, bro. They're two of my favorite shows, bro. That I want to actually get them on Steelbook if I can, bro, because I fucking love these shows, bro. Blue Eye Samurai. Me and Toya watched this, and we were blown the fuck away, bro. We were blown away. The story is told in such an excellent manner, bro. And you fall in love with this character, bro. And the way it was done was incredible. And I have been waiting for the longest time for somebody to finally do this shit. And look at that, bro. Look at bruh. I mean, I'm all in, bro. I'm all in on this, bro. Like, this thing right here is fucking phenomenal, bro. It is an amazing piece, an amazing figure to have in your hand. If you were submersed in the samurai culture, then definitely you want to have. But the show is incredible. The representation of this piece, everything about it. Oh man, prop. Is this something that's on your radar, bro?
Bro, this is my first time seeing these pictures. I gotta have it, yo. You tap in my pocket, man. Look at that.
Look at that, bro.
Look at that, man. Yeah,
everything.
Phenomenal show, man. And it's funny, man, because it addresses some of the issues we're talking about.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does, bro.
Is represented in this show, man. So
yes, it does, bro.
Dope all the way around, yo. Yeah, I gotta have it. Tell me it's cheap, man. It's third party. Does that mean it's gonna be a little bit?
How the fuck did he know? Bro, he hit it on the first damn go. How did he know? Bro, how did he know? You know who he hit and who was the perfect person to play this role, bro? A lot of people would say something different. But when I saw her on John Wick, I was like, yep. Bro, she was dope. She was dope.
Daughter of the what's her name?
The daughter of bro. Yeah, bro. Yes. Oh, wow. She was so dope. And I was like, yo, she could play her, bro. She could play her in live action. She would definitely be dope. But this, yeah, bro. All in.
Yes. When this went up for pre-order, I messaged you. I'm like, go.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, it's, bro, from the base to the figure, everything is just phenomenal, bro.
It looks good.
It looks damn like good,
bro. The bamboo back diorama. That's nice, man.
Bro, the toy photography on this thing will be incredible, bro. Yeah. It'd be incredible. And I'm just so happy that a third-party company again was daring enough to do it because nobody else would touch the IP.
I didn't think it would happen. Yeah. There's like some stuff you watch, it's like this ain't even gonna happen, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, third parties out there doing God's work when it comes to Batman, when it comes to anime, Resident Evil, any video game figures, especially. They're out there putting those characters. There's a market for it. Is the thing. Yeah. There's a market for it. Yeah. And I get maybe Hot Toys is busy, maybe InArt is not even on their radar, but no, this is a really great avenue because imagine how much a custom would cost you,
bro.
You know how much it would cost.
Exactly, I know exactly how much a custom would cost.
Shit.
Yeah, bro.
I feel like the Hot Toys, man. Does it feel like they are stuck with particular IPs?
Yep.
Like, I feel like there's only certain like Star Wars, DC, Marvel.
I feel like they're afraid to take chances.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every now and then we will get was Big Trouble in Little China. Was that them? I know they had a
third party.
That was a third party.
Yeah.
But man. I thought it was either third party, but I thought also that wasn't 3-0, was it? Somebody did it. Somebody did.
With the fake Blitzen that just came out, that was, I don't know who that was, but it wasn't Hot Toys.
Right. So they ain't even stepping out of those few little IPs, man.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, how much would you pay for a Lone Wolf and Cub figure by Hot Toys? How much?
I pay their regular $300 if it comes with the little
man. Come on.
Yeah. Because it's classic, man. But you know what? But they're not going to go. So it's that money thing, man. And I'm not dissing them as a business, but you talking about something like that. There's only a few people that's seen that know what it is, and then out of that group of people, how many of them are gonna buy?
Oh man,
action figures, man. So
what I wouldn't do for a Sonny Chiba.
Oh my lord.
Oh man.
Yo, Sonny Chiba might do it, right? Didn't they reference him in Kill Bill?
Yeah.
Hey, Renz.
He was in it. He was in it.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
Hey, Renz, right? Hey, Renz, right? We there, bro. Give her blue eyes and she would kill it, bro. Right, Renz? Right, Renz? Is just Renz, you there with me on this one, bro? Like you give her blue eyes and she would definitely kill it, bro.
Dangerous.
Yeah, but nah, this right here, bro. Like I am, you know what I mean? Again, like we talk about third-party companies like Present Toys, bro. When we talk about, bro, that blade is, I don't give a fuck with nobody. So that shit was incredible.
It looks dope, right?
That blade is on point.
Bro, it is everything I wanted. Point, as soon as I took it out the box, I was like, yep, we got an event. And I knew that Morbius was coming. I was like, yo, I couldn't believe how phenomenal that was. Even bro, So Toys with there's a couple of figures that I have of theirs. The Daredevil, basically the black suit Daredevil, the Boss Man, which is basically the Kingpin, the Katana that they basically released, Negasonic Teenage Warhead that they basically released. They gave us some memorable toys era, bro. They gave us the Green Goblin, and that joint it's incredible. These third-party figures are hitting it, and Mars Toys they're hitting it on the nose, bro, because they definitely know how to do it, bro, and they do it well. And we're given the right chances to do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I hate when these companies are going after them for the work that they're doing, but y'all ain't doing the shit.
Right.
So I just in that space, come on, man. Come on.
Just hating for no reason, just getting the love, man. Yo, dude, I just got a Edward Scissorhands a couple of months ago. Third party. I can't remember the company's name.
Hey, baby.
Bro, I ain't never seen nothing like that, yo.
Yeah.
Straps, the details, little bro, they doing it, man. You can't hurt on
that's real leather, isn't it?
Real leather, bro. And the hair is molded, but it looked like it's bananas, man.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it when I got it. It was cheaper than a hot. It was up there, but it was cheaper than a Hot Toys figure, man. So yeah, man.
Yeah,
I ain't been disappointed yet, bro.
This right here is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait. It was a no-brainer, and I think again it was Renz and Dockinator and a few other people who basically sent me this first go. Was like, yo, check this out. And when I saw it, I thought it was a commission piece. You know, I thought that somebody had, but no, it was, and everybody had been waiting on this, and oh my God, this photo right here is everything, bro. Right. This piece is everything, and it's an incredible piece. I cannot wait. Take your time and get this shit done right. But I'm telling you, the treatment on this is going to be phenomenal, man. I cannot wait. Yo, Unc, you haven't watched it yet, Blue Eye Samurai?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch it though, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah. You gotta definitely watch it, bro. And because I definitely don't think, and you will know that it won't. Especially, bro, as much as you are submersed in the culture itself, bro. You will not be disappointed, bro.
No. All right, I hear you.
You will not be disappointed. You know what I mean? Like it's everything. It definitely is everything, bro, and it's worth it. I kind of want to divert into the space of controversy a bit, right?
Wait a minute, because weren't we just there?
We about to go more controversial.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
You just came back.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
We gotta go there, bro, because
all right.
I think so I want to bring this up really quick, right? So I know there's a lot of people who got their Jack Sparrow in, right? So anybody who was going after this figure, I know you were basically extremely excited about it. You couldn't wait, it's destiny fulfilled for a lot of people. But from what I'm hearing, there's been a noticeable flaw with the hands. And I guess basically because they didn't put the wrap around black gloves like they did with the first version of it. And it was brought up. There were some concerns about it, and people noticed it once it was called out. I'm trying to find the pictures now because this was something that was brought up, and I'll bring it up here as soon as I find it. If I can go back and look for it, I'll put it up in. But it was brought up earlier, and or put it this way, I don't want to say how it was basically brought up, but there was some attention that was kind of, brought into this, and it was met with a bit of controversy in that space because the person who mentioned it was talked about and dragged through the mud because they brought it up. I don't want to say by who because I don't want to, add any eyes on that. But again, the reason why I'm bringing this up is we talk about figures that have been released here within the last, I want to say, few months. And for the sake of how they were brought up, the prototypes look great. But because they're trying to get these things out here, I think that there have been some. Now you can here. I want to bring it up here because there's a picture. Do you see the hands?
Mm-hmm.
In between those hands, there's a huge gap that looks like a bubble because in that gap, they're supposed to be black.
I see it.
And
with a wrap between the fingers.
And they didn't paint it black, bro. It was supposed to be a color black, but it's like it's not even. It just looks like they rushed and they didn't do it the right way. And this was brought up. So my question is, and even people out in the chat can kind of chime in on this one as well. Are we receiving things a bit too, I put it this way. I saw people bitching about the leather strap being painted on his hands. They wanted actual leather. Look, it don't matter if it's leather. You know what I mean? Like, if as long as it's whatever painted the right way. And yeah, I did see that too, Kay. You're right. But my question is, and we say this before, like, are we more accepted? Like we want this stuff, but are we willing to basically sacrifice quality for quantity? Are we living in that space now where we're willing to accept that? So whereas, oh, it looks this way. Okay, there's a flaw here, but who cares? I got it. I don't really care about that. When we're not really looking at the long term of like, well, potentially this could cause a problem.
I think it's a threshold of what people will accept.
Mm-hmm.
Minor flaws, maybe, but just some out and outright, oh well, here, take this, and we don't care what you think. That's a different story.
Yeah.
If you got some minor, like you said, the leather around the hands. I mean, leather. Leather is one thing, and we know the pleather is another thing. But if it's the plastic, if it's the plastic wrapped around there or whatever, it won't deteriorate as fast. You know what I'm saying? So it'll look better longer. So it depends on what it is, how it looks. If it really takes away from the figure, then that's the problem. But little minor defects, I accept stuff like that. I don't really go deep into it like that.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I mean, I try to be more accepted because I'm like I said, not everything is perfect. You know what I mean?
No.
It's not perfect, but we know that when people are paying money,
yes,
and if they're paying a lot of money, you're paying for something. If you're paying like Batmobile money, then you want Batmobile perfection.
I understand.
So I get that. I can understand that. You know what I mean? If you're paying for these artists and figures, you want a level of perfection because these $400 figures, punch a hole in your back. You know what I mean? So we get all that. We understand that. But also, I brought this up before because I got that Balin. Love the Balin skull figure, but I think that where they kind of cheapened the experience was in the ankles. Press, did you get Balin yet?
I did not order Balin. No.
You didn't order Balin?
No,
okay.
I did not order Balin. I have decided not to order anything from the Star Wars shows. I'm going to stick to the first 6 films and Rogue One, and maybe build out the Rebels crew, just because there's too much Star Wars.
Yeah, and that's the truth. Nothing will ever be 100% perfect. Some flaws should be expected. Minor flaws are a part of the game, and that's the thing. Like nothing, there's no level of perfection. Even like your best figure that you have in your collection comes with a level of perfection. Listen, I got that Supergirl figure today, or yesterday. Or was it yesterday? Day before yesterday? I think it was the day before yesterday. And that fucking figure is phenomenal. It is phenomenal, but it has flaws. The flaws with the cape. The seams on that cape, bro. If you move it the wrong way, the seams will come loose. The way they designed that cape and they cheapen the experience, you got to really, really be careful with that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of figures that we actually get. Oh, you got so how? What's it? How?
Oh, so this bad boy. Interesting enough that we're talking about flaws because I remember when I got this figure as a Black Series figure, and I remember the fur. that was very, it was, you know, a little like, hey, you didn't want to mess with it too much, otherwise you'd be pulling out the fur. It was very delicate. Same thing with this, that the fur, you got to be careful, or the fur around the hands, the fur around the collar, there's fur everywhere. I'm really curious to see what these are going to look like in the aftermarket. You know, when people, you know, decide, okay, now let me sell it. You know, I've had my fun with it. Let me sell it, because the fur, if you're rough with it, you're going to pull out that fur. And it's a beautiful looking figure. I can't, I mean, I would have purchased 2 if I could have. Hot Toys, I would have purchased 2 of these, but I was lucky to get 1 of these. But yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, I took it out. I got it just today, took it out of the box, posed it a bit, and realized, I'm like, oh, the fur is exactly like it is on the Black Series version, where it's just the material you're working with. And you have to keep that in mind. It's not, and it's never going to be perfect. Let's face it. It's never going to be perfect, and nothing lasts forever.
Yeah.
But if you're, you know, raising prices and you're saying, well, this is the best of the best, then people expect to get, you know, what they paid for. Now, what level of flaws are you willing to accept? That's going to vary from person to person. But at the end of the day, they shouldn't, you know, ship a product. Ideally, you know about the flaws before the product hits your doorstep.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise, if it's after the fact, that is a real problem. Yeah. Because I was promised one thing and then you sent me another thing. And if they can't make good on it, then that's an even bigger problem. So if you know, yes, there's the anticipation. Yeah, you sat in a queue, you paid good money for it. And then there's the months and months and months of waiting. Maybe it got pushed back, maybe it got delayed. And then only to find out, it looks like that. Well, at least you have the chance to get your money back. At least you have the chance to cancel it. So there's that. But at the end of the day, these figures are not, they're never going to be 100% what we want them to be, but they can come close.
That's the truth.
And it's best for companies like Hot Toys or even InArt to not overextend themselves. And I think with these artisan figures, the reason that it's taking so long for them to come out is that perhaps they bit off more than they can chew. And they realize, crap, this takes a long time.
It takes a long ass fucking time to get, which is hence why no Anakin at the moment. You know what I mean? Because they're probably like, oh, we can't fuck this up. You know what I mean? Going to production, we don't want to fuck this up. You're going to see it soon, but they just definitely don't want to fuck it up. Prop, you know, and again, I for instance, like we talked about a few figures that I can pretty much point out. Number one, who can I point out? Is she over there? I think I see her. Okay, yeah, there she is, Valkyrie. So we got Valkyrie right there. People were complaining about the seams around the arms and how it was done. Once you get it in hand, you can actually understand that. Even like, you know, my triple O, my, you know, from Legends. I can't stand that shit up without the stand.
Right.
It has to have the stands. The way the feet were designed on mine, they're crooked. They're almost crooked in, slightly in, so I can't stand it up. I have to have it, and I don't like using fucking stands all the time, but I had to use the stand to stand that motherfucker up. So, you know, there's flaws in which you get it, what you pay for a lot. But my thing is, with that being said, though, my point is, is it okay, even though we expect the flaws, we expect it for them to be, should we not be vocal about that? Because then you have companies that will get complacent.
Right. Of course we should.
Right, dude. You know what? I think, and I'm watching you guys again. I'm a fan. I've been watching the community in general because I'm easy. If you guys watch my show, I don't know why I got a rating system. I got a rating system. 98% of my figures are 5 out of 5s. You know what I'm saying? So I usually love, and that comes with it to X's point. I research it. I kind of know what I'm getting. 9 times out of 10, I get what I want. With that being said, I'm seeing the money issue.
Yeah.
I think someone put in the comments, man, that's the only thing that's making it a little bit different. And I'm not sure if you guys kind of talked about it before. We talked about it before. The money isn't necessarily going up just because the quality is getting better either.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I got this expectation. It's like, okay, I'm paying $300. I need to get $300 worth of pictures. Well,
Yeah.
$100 of that is probably anticipating shipping or whatever else might be going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, dude, it's hard to say, man. Like taking this picture as an example, dude. That is that one little blank spot. If you didn't point it out, I wouldn't have noticed.
And that's my point.
Yeah,
if it wasn't pointed out, people probably wouldn't have noticed it or even cared.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
Like,
ain't there a little bit of us?
But
like I heard somebody on here was like dry brushing. Like I mean, my show is called The Prop Wiz because I like to tinker with stuff, man. So I see a challenge.
But it's some people that just, go over these figures with a fine tooth comb and try to point out every flaw. And it's going to be flaws. We know that. But, don't just bring up something just because you want to bring it up.
Well, what's your options too? Because I know
Exactly.
it took me a long time to open my DeLorean too. I ain't gonna lie. I think that thing sat on my floor for like a year and a half. I was nervous because I think the first batch, the wheels were breaking.
Oh, okay.
And I had that sinking fear. So what if mine break? My only option is to get my money back.
Yeah.
Because they probably don't have another one of these sitting on the shelf somewhere. Or maybe you guys got more experience with that. I got a fear because the figures are so rare. They take so long to make. Get there. I can't trade it in for a new one, can I? Which one?
I mean, that's why I open my figures immediately when I
do too.
Right.
Although, because that window,
I'm
to get
on
your
it
money
now.
back.
I'm on it now. But my point is, when you got something you've been waiting for, I don't know if I want the money back. I want another DeLorean.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, you want what you pay for.
Yeah,
like,
but that's true too.
I don't want my money back. I want the thing that I own.
Yeah, I want the. But man, I haven't seen no problems that big to really. I'm trying to think.
I never really experienced any major problems to the point. Now, I might have like issues with accessories. I never even got that Grievous. I passed on that son bitch. I ain't get that, but I waited. That's why I'm saying I'm glad the Hot Toys version is coming. But
should have waited.
With the accessories, sometimes you get accessories that break fairly easy. You get them in and they just that's to be expected with that. Some of there's things that will happen figure wise when you're looking at the tailoring. You're looking at the only thing is, and people can even tell you with Captain America's shield, Wonder Woman's shield, the straps around, peeling when it comes to stuff like that. You're paying high-end money, so you want the material to basically be those complaints that, okay, I can see the validity in that, especially when you have, you're not using genuine leather and you want to use that pleather shit that over time, as soon as you take it out the box, over time, that's just going to explode. So those type of, again, those are concerns that you can bring up. But at the same time, like I said, we don't want to be overly critical about everything, because then when you get in that particular space, it kind of cheapens the experience for a lot of people because all they hear and see is complaints.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
I mean, if it's a real legitimate complaint, then go on to complain or be vocal about what's wrong. But don't just be picky and just picking out stuff that you don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, I was about to say, dude, I got way off subject. Your question was that about us complaining. Me watching our community, I've seen changes happen, like the Supergirl figure, the Obi-Wan figure, that I never knew. So me as a collector that's been collecting for years, I'd never seen that until I started watching y'all. I'm seeing our community, and it's like, dude, they complained about it, and these jokers fixed it.
Yeah.
So say something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So complaining after once I get it in hand, I guess that's where I went with it. Once I get it in hand,
you'll love it.
It's a little bit, you know what I mean?
They better nobody.
Yeah. If I hear one person in the community complain about Jen Urso, I'm coming for you, Juggler. I'm gonna come to your house. If I hear you complain about Jen Urso and you have the figure, I'm coming to your house and I'll gladly take it off you for real.
Lael, her eyes don't move.
Yeah, they're not supposed to because they're not. She looks fine basically the way
I know,
she
right?
is.
Me complaining, I'm like, she doesn't have purrs.
If you answer the question,
none of them had
exactly, none of them had purrs. They didn't have purrs back in the day. But if they make a 2.0, you already know I'm on that day one. As a matter of fact, if they make a 2.0,
None of y'all motherfuckers better buy her. I want them all. Don't even try it, because y'all didn't like her before until I mentioned it, motherfuckers. I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around.
Well, the prime example of people actually bringing up some points about a figure was Spider-Man 2099. You remember everybody was complaining about
and they
that?
fixed it, right?
Man, no. And they fixed it, and they made it better. So, you know, sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. So, you know.
Yeah.
That's
the
thing is,
I think more times than not, man, I feel like they've been.
Yeah.
That's an impression. Just those figures we just named was in the last couple of years, right? That's nice. Yeah.
And that's the thing is, like, when they get it right, they get it right, bro. And that's the thing is, we praise them when they get it right, and we're supposed to. But at the same time, we can voice our concerns as long as it's constructive.
Right.
I will say that as long as it's constructive and you voice your opinions in such a way that it is constructive, it's noted, and you know, we're not killing or slaying each other over this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
because this figure right here, that figure is on point. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I'm gonna have to paint in between the fingers black and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Force is like, well, damn.
I'm gonna say I would even throw that up for a figure of the year.
Which one?
The Jack Sparrow.
Even well, it's a lot of people's figure of the year, bro.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah. It is. It's definitely a lot of people's figure of the year, bro. And so
far.
Yeah, it is. And it's what I was saying, that it's an amazing piece, bro. But I'm just saying, like, we get things in. Sometimes we have to do slight modifications on it.
Yeah,
and it happens, bro.
See, like my fear is hand pegs, man.
Hand pegs are the bane of anybody's existence, bro.
I'll be like, please don't break,
bro.
Don't break. And I hate changing the hands out, but you got to if you want them to hold stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, what's the last one you broke?
I haven't broken any yet.
Oh, you just got the fear.
I got the fear of breaking them because I'm so careful, man. I'm sitting there just like barely tugging them. Come on, please, come on.
Hey, I got my NECA figures. I collect NECA.
Oh man,
bro. I've lately. So I don't know if it's a quality thing, but I say the last month and a half, dude, I've been snapping them bad boys right on. Off,
bro.
Oh no,
right on off, man. Yeah.
I shouldn't have said nothing.
I think, but because they've been coming with additional pegs. Everything I've opened with the Hot Toys stuff, I feel like they always have the extra pegs. Man.
Oh, they do. Yeah, they give you extra stuff because they know what's going to happen.
I got 3-0 Power Rangers. One of the female Power, I can't remember which one, but one of the female Power Rangers, I broke the peg on that, and I haven't been able to replace it. I didn't even find a replacement for it.
Oh, okay.
Because of the size for it. So I feel you. I've had it happen. So I just got it sitting in there. Just if you touch it, it falls out.
You know what? Another issue. I wish they would come to a standard size when it's when the head peg. I wish they would figure that out and just give us a standard one for every figure. Because that one with the two square things on it,
right.
I broke that on the last figure. I can't remember what I broke it. I tried to get the head back on, and it broke it. And you know, it's like the head is like barely sitting on there now, dude.
They ain't trying to save you no money, bro.
No,
nah. Mark Lee, you bring up a very interesting point. That's another Wonder Woman figures, bro. The wrist pegs on them motherfuckers are dangerous, bro. Not even just 84, like all of them. You got to be really careful about it because of the silicone that they use for the body itself, and trying to get the actual hands with the wrist pegs in those slots, bro. It's fucking murder, bro. It is murder, bro. Like what is it? Bob Dylan helped me fix it. You know, Bob Dylan.
That's Bob the man Dylan. Right there.
Bob Dylan is just Mr. Fix It, bro. That's just definitely the way it is, man. But yeah, man. Hold on. What she say? What she say? Oh, she sent me something. Oh, Toya, she always sends me stuff. That means we're gonna have a conversation. When she sends me like little, she sends me like videos, or like right now she's videos that are worth a discussion. So,
what her and her H&R Puff and stuff t-shirt.
Oh, HR Puff and stuff, bro. That night was fucking funny, bro. That was hilarious, man. Definitely hilarious. That was bad. That was nice. That was dope. But now, man, like I said, listen, bro. Like I said, this is, there's flaws in pretty much every figure that we actually get. We just gotta roll with it. And if it's that much of a complaint, bro, if it's something that's bothering you, then contact the manufacturer and just say, hey, like I don't know if this is flawed. I know Sideshow's good with replacements. So you can contact them if that's who you got it from. But this looks like a hell of a figure, bro. It is. It looks like a hell of a figure, bro. And I know the excitement around this piece is incredible, bro. So again, hats off. But I mean, just enjoy the stuff that we actually get, bro. And that we talk about enjoying all the pieces that we get and just rocking with it from there, man. But yeah, bro. Anyway, I told you, X, we're about to end now, bro. We're gonna end.
We didn't talk about 007.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that last week.
Well, we talked about it last week, but
y'all want to talk about it today?
Something else came out.
You want to talk about it again?
I feel like with Hot Toys.
Let's talk about let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about that now, bro. Let's talk about 007. Since you brought it up, we're gonna talk about 007 because I know people want to talk about it, and it is an interesting space to be in. So let's have that conversation. What is this? What's
not another drop, bro.
Nah, it's not another drop. It better not be another drop. What is this?
Did Ren sending out stuff?
No, I just saw something and I'm like, yo, what is this? And maybe I'm just looking at something completely different.
If it's an email from like an Egyptian prince looking to,
okay,
do not.
It might work this time, man. It might work this time.
You're right.
Well, he's in Egypt now.
Egyptian prince
in Egypt. Okay.
Up on his offer to, hey, he needs to move some money, and he needs your help in doing so.
Man, they use celebrities now, man. The prince is no longer the prince. You got to come up with a celebrity. Yeah, man. Somebody got by Brad Pitt the other day.
Let's talk. That's crazy. Let's talk about this real quick, man. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this because again, 007, bro. I know a lot of people are expecting this. How they're gonna approach it. Now, here's the thing, bro. Like, again, I always talk about there's pieces. I have stake in the IP because I love the movies.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I have a direct connection to it enough to say that I want the figures because it doesn't fit my scheme or what I have in my collection right now.
Right.
So but it would be interesting because if they gave us a Sean Connery, you know what I mean? If they gave us a either a Pierce Brosnan or Roger Moore or, you know what I mean? If they go down that space of giving us classics, but also giving us the Bond girls, you know what I mean? If they give us some of the villains, then
think about
that's a consideration, bro. That's definitely a consideration if they're doing it, though. But again, we got to also dwell in a space when we talk about this shit and the shit that we want.
But listen, if they got the license for it, obviously they got access to everything. So what they can make is limitless. I mean, come on. I mean,
yeah.
You think all the figures they can make out of all those movies? Come on, man.
Man, vehicles. Is that too much to ask?
Vehicles? Little Nelly. Oh.
And here's the thing.
One that you would buy.
Man.
Which one
The
would you
big
buy?
difference is the major difference is, and it doesn't say anything about anniversary. It doesn't say anything about this. Says that they picked up the trademark, which means they can actually do this.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And I wonder how long Howard has been waiting on doing this, bro.
Oh no. I don't know if they would tackle the DB5 though. Man, that would be.
People want that DB5, bro.
Yeah, shit. You think I won't? Let it make one. He make it. See what happens.
So, X, since we got this up, would you invest in this IP?
Would I invest in 007? No.
Then why'd you want to talk about it, bro?
What's going on? You thought you were interested in it. What's going on?
It's like, oh, James Bond. Oh, never. No, it's not for me. I don't dabble in James Bond. I grew up watching the Bond movies, the old stuff,
bro.
The newer stuff. You know, everything from Dalton to Connor,
Timothy
Roger
Dalton,
Moore,
yeah.
the Brosnan stuff. Of course, I was going to the theater to watch that when that came out, and some of the Daniel Craig stuff I can get down with. Do I love it enough? If they did one of the cars, would that be enough for me to jump on it? It depends on what the price would be.
Yeah,
because I'm kind of in the mood for collecting 1/6 scale vehicles, and that is, if they do iconic 1/6 scale vehicles. I mean, hell, if they give me, talking about 1/6 scale vehicles, give me a Jurassic Park Ford Explorer, I will buy it right now in 1/6 scale. I will do it. Not 007 though, but I will definitely buy that. 007, I mean, yeah, if you give me like Odd Job, Jaws, I would seriously consider those. I would have to pick though a time period that I want to stick with, because let's face it, this is so broad. It's one of those things. If we're talking, like Star Wars, it was like, for the last 50 years, Star Wars, 007. Well, how many movies have there been? Oh, a few.
24. I think we had 24, 23.
How many good ones have there been? A few.
Come on, man. So, the man with the golden gun. Come on,
man. Octopussy, man with golden gun.
Scaramanga with the golden gun. Oh, man.
Grace Jones.
Grace Jones.
How many Grace Jones figure? A Grace Jones figure? A Grace
Why
Jones
not?
Figure. So it would be something. If I did go, I'd probably go classic James Bond.
Why you pull
everything
this
else would
picture
be
up
so
on
damn
it?
tempting. So
Jeez,
yeah, I'd go classic Bonds. Classic
Baron
Bonds.
Shango.
Yeah.
Yes, that's him, Baron Shango. I love it. I
love
all that stuff. Man, could you imagine, like from Russia with Love, and one of the accessories is the briefcase with the gun, the gold sovereigns, and a little knife in the side?
Man.
Come on, man. Come on.
Dude, you can go so far with.
Come on, man. You can go deep.
You can go so far. Hopefully,
the White Lotus.
That's what I was. You know what? For some reason, that's where my mind goes, because that was the first time you saw. That was the one that turned into the little submarine, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Little Nelly, the helicopter with the guns on it.
They're not going to be able to. I don't think they. You would think the vehicles are probably going. Do they have to get the licenses from BMW?
I don't think so. I mean, it's James Bond. James Bond. Yeah. I mean, they're the ones
because we've seen it in the movies where they had to switch. Remember, they had to switch to BMW for some years.
Well, I think that was a monetary choice. I think BMW wanted the license and wanted to be seen in a James Bond movie.
Right.
I don't think that had anything to do with anything but that. Yeah.
Yo, Lazenby probably ain't gonna sell though.
No. Even
though
Her Majesty's Secret Service was not.
No. It was
not a bad movie. It was okay. But I don't think so. I think we're talking about Sean Connery, Daniel Craig, and Pierce Brosnan, and maybe Roger Moore. The other two guys, dang.
I stand by it. I know we talked about it last week, man. I feel like I hear what you guys are saying with the quality of the movies, but I feel like Roger Moore is going to be a lot of people's James Bond. Man, he was James Bond.
Okay, I agree with you. I agree with you.
I like Timothy Dalton, but I can see that not.
It's time frames, and that's like time frames with everything. That's time frames with everything. It's like 89 Batman is everybody, mostly everybody's Batman. Right. You see what I'm saying? So not everybody, but most.
And don't forget Grace Jones. Don't act like y'all don't know, bro.
Oh, please.
Black History Month, baby.
This is without. If they make her that Mayday, that'll be without a doubt a figure I would get, no doubt.
Yeah,
bro. Come on.
So you could have a collection of just Bond villains, and it would be an epic collection.
That would be
just the villains.
That would be
just got the villains.
Right.
Dr. Noah Blofeld.
I didn't even
Rosa
think about that, bro.
Jaws,
man, come on. All these, James Bond is toyetic.
Yeah,
as hell. To be honest, like it's made for
Odd Job.
Sean Connery with the jet pack. You know what I'm saying?
See, now you talking.
I can see it, man. I can see it. Aston Martin.
See?
Yeah,
you into it. You know you want it.
Dude, they got me already, man.
Yeah, they got me.
Yeah, they got me already. I missed those. The third party, was it the third party that just dropped some? Yeah, they didn't look enough like them, man. They were too.
Yeah, that was Big Chief Studios.
Yeah.
They were running with the line for a minute. And they went belly up, and that was it. It was
really
over.
Yeah.
Pandemic got him. Yep.
I'm really excited though to see what they do with this because it's
Look at
not
that
Star Wars, it's not Marvel, it's not DC, it's something new, and that's why I'm really excited about this.
Yeah,
because
Press
let's
X,
face
man,
it,
it's one of the most
Right.
iconic franchises in movie history. Come on,
And it's
everybody knows James Bond.
and it's
They don't
international.
even like James Bond. They know who James Bond
And
is.
Uncle no, because he was on the film crew.
I wish I was on the film crew at Pinewood Studios in England.
Pinewood Studios.
Who you think named the money pussy?
Listen, I was only on one film
Listen.
crew my whole life because I wanted to be a Steadicam operator in my earlier days.
Oh,
And
man.
I was on video shoot, sweet potato pie with what was the dude's name? The dude to sing I wish it was a little bit taller. I wish it was taller.
Yeah.
Okay, he made another song called Sweet Potato Pie.
Kilo.
And I was on the
Yeah.
video shoot. I was a camera assistant on that video shoot down in LA. Because I wanted to be a Steadicam operator. Yeah.
Oh man.
But that was the closest I ever got to a film studio.
Man, you come out here, man. We'll put a Steadicam on you.
I'm pretty sure I can remember how to set it up and put one on and use it. I'm pretty sure I can do that.
Because I'll be messing up, man. I got a Steadicam and my footage be.
Oh man.
I ain't got the ninja walk down pat.
I used to go down to I used to actually go down to the what's the name of the place? It's on La Cienega, where they made the Steadicams. I met the guy who invented it and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
wow.
The first movie was The Shining. Was the first.
Yeah, it was the
movie
first
that
movie
used
with
it.
Steadicam. Yep. Are we getting away from DB5
Dude,
now? Come
The
on.
car is dope, man. I will complain. Talking about
The car
complaining.
is bad, man. I love it.
If they put the steering wheel on the wrong side of that Aston Martin, I'll
Oh yeah,
flip out.
Gonna be some complaints.
You
I'll
can't do
become
that.
Definitely gonna be some complaints. You already
toxic
know.
fans just like that.
Anyway, now we are truly gonna get out of here, man. So
After
glad
Fresh
to have y'all here.
007 stuff.
Right? He brought
hey
it up.
guys, let's talk about 007, my favorite thing in the world.
There you go now.
Anyway, man.
It's hilarious.
Crazy. Thank you
You
guys for
fools.
being there, everybody out there, man. We definitely appreciate you. Unc, what you got going on, man?
Man, I got nothing going on. All I got is I'm posting that stuff on Facebook. You want to drop on by and join the group? Just drop on by. I got covers and I got art. And this month, you know what's being posted. You know you seen it. You know what I'm posting.
You already know.
I'm
Let's
posting
go.
all the brothers and sisters in the
Let's
comic
go.
world.
Appreciate that, bro.
Right.
Thank you
All
for
right.
being
Thank
here.
you for having me
Always,
here. You
man.
know I love it. Thank you.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Press X, what's going on with you, man?
Living the dream. What can I say? Happy Cheeks Day to all who celebrate. Happy Cheeks Day. Some of you may know it as Hump Day, but around here it's called Cheeks Day.
Happy
So,
Cheeks Day was for me on Sunday night. Ain't that right, baby?
Sunday night cheeks day.
Sunday night after the game, baby, came home. It was cheek time. I said, and she's like, yeah, that little giggle. Yeah.
But yeah, no, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, bro.
What do I have going on? Let's see. I'm still waiting on my 66 Alfred. It's stuck somewhere called Queens, wherever that is.
Hey,
Before you blow me up in the comments, this queen
Yeah,
knows where Queens
yeah,
is.
there you go.
I know where Queens is. Thank you very much. It's just been stuck there. I'm sure it'll move along real soon. But other than that, the plastic I have been getting has been records. In which case, it's not a show about records, but got some pretty great records in the mail.
oh man,
Yeah.
Mario.
So
I'm not the Animaniacs. Oh my goodness. Damn.
yep, my other plastic obsession. But no, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate being
Oh,
here.
Press X. I'm gonna text you what not to do with that Shakespeare from the author.
yeah?
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
tell you something that I did, and it's not gonna be working anymore. Yeah, exactly. I gotta tell you what I did to it. So, yeah.
Please
man.
do.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you
What not to
Appreciate
do.
what not to do.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. And also, Prop Wiz, bro. Thank you for coming through and stopping through, man. What's going on with you, brother?
I'm glad I got the invite, bro. As usual, man. Nothing, man. You're gonna hear me say it over and over again, man. I'm waiting for my Batmobile. I need that '89 Batmobile. I blame y'all for doing y'all reviews. I had to have it. A lot of money up front.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait,
Yeah.
man. So the investment in my wife built a case for my Hot Toys one. So of course it's small. It's a whole movie stand and everything going on, man. So I'm gonna have to rebuild the top of it, man, to make room for it. So just that, man. Just opened up my DeLorean 3. I had Marty and Doc in boxes. Again, I'm a horrible producer on my show. I'm aware that I opened up figures that I should have opened up last year. I'm sorry.
I mean,
You know,
it's all is forgiven, bro. You know what I mean?
that's how I feel, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
All
trying
is
to
forgiven. Like, you know, sometimes a lot
forgiven
of us sit
because-
on box watch for a long time, man. We can't help it, bro.
That's it, man. You know, I got 20 to 25 solid viewers, man. I'm just trying to make them happy, baby. I can't afford to lose any viewers, man. But
all is forgiven, except Lumi is far less forgiving than we are.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Prop, as long as when you get your Batmobile, as long as you do this, bro, we
let me know.
You do this and we golden, bro. That's it. You put your Batman on top of that.
Oh man,
You do that, bro,
dude, that's a must, yo.
and we are golden, bro. You do that, and it will come to life. Trust me, bro. Trust
Dude,
me.
you took this picture?
Yeah.
Jeez, bro. Congratulations, man. You know I'm a photographer. I'm not just a photographer. I'm a photography teacher.
Word.
So, hey, A+, bro.
Word, bro. Did this
A+.
one right? Wait, let me see. You gotta cancel this right here. Did this one right here, bro? That
Renz,
one there.
Renz just said somebody got banned.
Man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, who got banned? Was it Prop Williams got banned?
I got banned. I ain't even do nothing.
We got banned. Yeah, bro.
Got banned, I think.
Photography teacher. Come on.
Yeah, you got banned, bro. You
Yeah,
definitely
man.
got banned, bro.
You got hit hard.
Listen.
Yeah, bro. You already know, man. But definitely, man, appreciate it. Man.
Everything
Thank
is dope, man. Glad to be here, man. Yep.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for being here as always, man. We definitely. He said Leo got banned. It's crazy. Anyway, man, thank you for being here. Thank you guys out there for being here as well. Again, like I said, as promised, tomorrow I will be releasing We In This Bitch. It is a video that I basically put together and it's going to be talked about. I struggled with it because I was like, yo, should I do a live or should I do a video? And I just felt as though, like I said, I wanted to do a quick little video in and out, but it is something definitely to be addressed when it comes to live because, you know, there's certain things out there that we want that we don't get, that we would ask for, but there's always pushback or there's always gloss over as to reasons why. So you already know what it is, man. But anyway, that's going to be coming tomorrow. Remember, that's going to be coming early because there's no show tomorrow night for me anywhere because tomorrow night tickets to see Captain America Brave New World. I will be in those seats. I cannot wait. I'm actually go see if I can get a popcorn bucket early. So we'll see how that's going to go, man.
The one that turns into the shield.
I don't know. I'm gonna see what I could do, man. If I can find, I was gonna go tonight to see if it was there, but they didn't have the shit out yet. They're not putting them out there tomorrow.
I'm going at 2 tomorrow, so I'm gonna buy all the popcorn buckets so you don't get one.
That's funny.
You the one.
Anyway, yo, word. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Another successful show. Again,
Night, everybody.
We got Figure Flex Friday. We got Collectors Lounge on Sunday. So we'll definitely be back full rotation. Who knows what we're gonna talk about? But we're gonna talk about something good. Anyway, have a comfortable evening and just be kind to everybody out there, man. Peace is easy, bro. It is easy. It's easy basically to just live with peace and love and spread it. Don't make it hard. Don't make it hard, bro. Anyway, out. Talk to you guys later. We'll see you guys next week. Another time, man. So again, peace.